have entered the prep zone.
Oh my goodness!
Bryce, splashdown!
Oh my goodness, what a hit!
Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny, and it is the second week of district action as Pearl River travels to take on the Lakeshore Titans. Now, last week, Pearl River lost to Salmon. They're looking to rebound here tonight. Lakeshore rolled over Franklinton, and they're looking to keep that going. Now, let's bring in our analyst, Coach Tiger Edwards, for more on these two teams.
Okay, Grant. As you notice, it's a little chilly out here.
It's football weather.
It's football weather. And my buddy Pete Genoble in Hammond used to say, when the snows hit the plain in Nebraska, the Cornhuskers will be #1. But tonight, here on the plains at Lakeshore, Lakeshore is going to try to get that second win because next week Salmon's coming. That'll be a big matchup. But tonight, they've got to get past Pearl River. Brian Jenkins.
Just another stellar running back, right?
Right. And on the other side, Josh Ray, the senior running back, young offensive line, young offense. Tonight, the tale of the tape is who's going to run the ball or throw the ball better for this district matchup.
Thanks, Tiger. We'll have more from the press box. I spoke with both coaches moments ago. Let's hear what they had to say, and we'll get to the action. Pre-game with Coach Jones. Coach, we were supposed to cover you week 1, but Ida had other plans, so this is our first time seeing you this season. Can you give us a rundown on how your season's been?
Kind of up and down. I thought we started off well with winning over Slidell, but then, we hit a road bump with our quarterback getting hurt against North Shore, and then we rebounded with Bogalusa, and then we had a tough stretch with Amite, St. Charles Catholic, and Bell Chase. But I thought we played well last week, and we're hoping to build on the momentum.
You're playing Pearl River, a district matchup. What's it going to take to beat them here tonight?
We got to stop the run. 24 is a great running back. We got to try and prevent big plays from #7 in the passing game. And then we got to execute better on offense. And we had a lot of penalties last week, specifically holding, and we've got to limit that as well.
Coach, last time we saw your team was against Springfield. How has your team improved since then?
We had a good outing that night. Of course, we took a tough one last week at Simon. They're a pretty good football team. They're ranked #3 right now. Had a few guys get a little dinged up, but our guys are continuing to improve. Our kids take it at heart. They practice hard, and every day we try and get a little bit better.
Typically offensive firepower, Lakeshore, and they also typically have a good defense. What's it going to take to beat them tonight?
We got to control the ball. Every year we play them guys. I think they're going on 15 or 16 straight district wins, and nobody's able to beat them lately. We told our kids that. Obviously, we think we have a shot. We have to get Brian involved early. Austin's got to throw the ball, and make good decisions, and he's got to let the outcome happen.
And Keaton Finn kicking this one off, this district matchup between Lakeshore and Pearl River. This will be returned by the Titans. Bringing it upfield is Colby Ziegler, and he'll be brought down after crossing the 30-yard line. So we'll get our first look at the Lakeshore Titan offense. Tiger, we were supposed to cover Lakeshore week 1 against Fountain Blue. Ida had other plans. So this is our first time seeing this offense this season.
Well, we'll get a real good look right here early in this game. Ziegler with a nice return up the numbers.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Tight formation here.
Ray at running back, calling for it, a high snap, gets the handoff to Ray. Ray has room to run, and he will get a first down on his first carry.
A little block down right there, kind of a power-looking play, and Josh Ray right through that hole and picked up more than the first down.
Now ball at the 44, calling for it. Give goes to Ray once again, bouncing out to the right, racing forward, and that's another first down for the Titans.
12 yards on that pickup. He did a little dance, step left, saw it was jammed up, brought it back right. Similar formation there. Got that tight bunch formation, and blocking real well with those wide receivers to the right side here.
First and 10 once again, calling for it. McCall slings this one, oh, in and out of the hands of Eli Lorette.
Quick post play right there. Trying to hit Lorette with the ball quickly. Incomplete. Second down, 10.
By number 5, Tyler Spieler.
So second and 10 from the 42. And Lakeshore gets to the line as the play comes in. We've seen with a couple offenses, they do that hard count. Lakeshore just goes for it. Straight ahead, Ray gets away from defenders, still running, looking to break it outside. That's a first down, and he'll be brought down at about the 25-yard line. That's why you don't quit on plays, right, Tiger?
Right there, Josh Ray gets 2 yards, and I think you were about to call him down, and he just stepped out those tackles, got it up the sideline. I mean, just really good running from Ray.
McCall calling for it. Give goes to Ray again. Bottled up and
thrown
stopped
back
behind the line. And well, that's the first of that we've seen tonight.
I think he was averaging about 10 or 11 yards a carry up till that point.
So second and 10 for the Titans.
Pearl River had the answer that time, but they flipped the field now with their formation, and the bunch formation is to the left, as is Ray.
McCall calls for it. Give goes to Ray again, looking to break it out to the right, and he'll be bottled up and brought down for a gain of about 2.
Pearl River defense right here
Brought down by number 10,
really stepping up after the first 3 or 4 plays by Lakeshore.
3rd and 9 for the Titans.
They're
There
balanced.
you go, hard count.
Yeah, they're balanced this time. 2 left and 2 right. A different look from the Titans.
McCall looking to pass here. Slings it out, and it's, nearly picked. Is it picked off? Picked off.
Looks like it.
By Pearl River. It's number 8.
Who's not here? Who has it? We have no name on number 8.
Yeah, we don't have an 8.
But he
Interception by
trying
number
to.
8.
We're efforting the name, and we've come up blank right now. But
Yeah, we'll work on getting that at half.
I tell you what, that was a great play. Cut right in front of that ball, picked it off. It looked like it could have possibly been something there, but the defensive back got his head turned around, saw the play, made a play on it.
A great way to cause a turnover there, too, especially as Lakeshore is moving the ball really effectively. Then a turnover there, so Pearl River ball at the 8-yard line. Wadsworth calling for it. Handoff goes to, we talked about him, Brian Jenkins. He's wrapped up there. Brought down by number 7, Gavin LeBlanc.
That was just a straight-up power play off right tackle. And Jenkins got about 4 yards on it, 2nd down and 6.
On the tackle.
Tiger coming into tonight, Jenkins, 128 carries, 1,153 yards, 14 touchdowns. That's about 9 yards per carry average. Rolling here, Wadsworth looking to throw, and that one's incomplete. Flag's coming out late.
I think that's pass interference.
Flag down.
Oh, it's in the backfield.
Oh, it's in the, I'm sorry.
So let's see, maybe in the area of a hold. Yeah, it's a hold
No,
called on
okay.
Pearl River.
Holding against the Rebels.
So it'll be half the distance.
And the Rebels will replay.
And it's
Second down.
second.
That was 10 yards. I don't think that was
Yeah.
half the distance on the holding call.
calling for it. Wadsworth goes to Jenkins. Had a hole there, hit it hard, and Lakeshore filled it, bringing him down at about the 8. So back to about the original line of scrimmage.
A little motion there to hopefully throw Lakeshore defense off. Good blocking at the point of attack. He got back about 6 of those yards. So good run play, but it's still 3rd and long.
Wadsworth calling for it. It's a screen now out to Jenkins. Jenkins turning it upfield, and he will get the first down.
Wow. Little flare pass right there to Jenkins. Got blocking by all the, like you said, screen type play. Blocking from his wide receivers and picks up a first down.
Yeah, excellent job there from their star running back,
Roberson. That's a
Ryan Jenkins. So 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs here for Pearl River. Wadsworth calls for it. Give goes to Jenkins. He'll be brought down by a host of Titans.
Jenkins
again, a power play
by number 74, Ryan Bernard. Number 35, Jaden Clark.
They're led by Ryan Bernard, committed to play football at the next level at Nichols, along with his brother, Zach.
I don't know if you can see right here behind the tackle is number 55. He's an offensive lineman helping out, and they go wide on this play. And
Stephen Camp with the big gain.
The thing that Pearl River is doing is inserting an offensive lineman. Number 55, he's in the middle of your, to the left of your screen right there. As a fullback, they run power. That time they ran like a toss to the outside. They got a first down. This is what they want to do with Jenkins. He's
yeah, number 55 is Gabe Whittington, the 6', 245-pound junior.
And then we have a holding call. So that's going to come back.
That's holding against the Rebel.
So that'll back up Pearl River. Back to Ryan Bernard for a second. He's a senior for the Titans, the last of the esteemed Bernard family to play here at Lakeshore. It's been a tremendous family effort for them over the years playing here at Lakeshore. And his brother Jacob playing at UL Lafayette, Zach playing at Nicholls State, and Ryan's going to join him next year.
Coach Jones has to be have a little tear in his eye. Got to be kind of feeling.
All of Lakeshore faithful needs to.
Yes. It was senior night tonight, and to have the, I guess this is the last Bernard in the family. In the family rolling out. It's not a happy time.
Now we have a little bit of stoppage and discussion. I think they're having to respot.
Well,
they had to move the chains.
And they're moving. Are they going to move the chains? Because there's.
Yeah, they readjusted and then pushed the down box back. So 2nd and 12. Oh. And more of a, let's see, more of a discussion?
Well, I'm not sure they're sure.
Yeah, the chain crew got a little jumpy.
I think they picked up the first down, right? And so did they go back to originally where it was? Or was that hold on the end of the play?
Right.
You know? So there's going to be a meeting of the minds. And a little too early to talk about where we're going for pizza after or hamburgers.
No.
So they're trying to work this out. If we went there, we got to be there. And we're going to find out from the white hat. Maybe. They went back, and it
looks like we're about ready to play now.
First now they're saying.
Nope, maybe we're not. They're moving some more chain movement.
Okay. We've settled, but it's second down?
All right, so they moved the chains up a little bit.
And then, but they made it, no, they're moving back the down marker. You can't see it on your screen, but it's interesting. But it's second down?
Yeah, so now it's 2nd and 15.
Okay.
Motion.
There's that motion
Wadsworth
again.
calling for it, looking to pass. Slings this one out, has a man open, and it's hauled in. And that is a first down for the Rebels. Hauled in.
Wadsworth pass is complete for the first
by
down.
Sabbath.
By Jaden McClain.
I tell you what, Wadsworth put it on the money there as the defender was draped all over the wide receiver.
Brought in by number 15, Dalton.
This has always been something that Pearl River has not. They've been up and down offensively over the years and not really had a passing attack. This is something unusual and good for them.
Yeah,
but we have a whistle. I think we got started early.
It wasn't that long ago. I came out to a 7-on-7 one summer here at Lakeshore and heard Pearl River didn't complete very many passes, 7-on-7. And one of the coaches said, when your parents ask why we don't throw the ball, tell them about this.
Yeah.
Well, now it looks like a completely transformed offense for Pearl River being able to sling the ball.
Right. It's good to have Austin Wadsworth. The good news about Wadsworth is what? He's a junior. He'll be back next year.
So 1st and 15, calling for it. Wadsworth looking to pass as pressure bears down, slings it out. That's Sabbath once again. Rush it forward. He may have gone out of bounds about a yard shy of the first down, but let's see where they mark
Brought
it.
in by number 15, Dalton Sabathie. Pushed out of bounds by number 36.
They're going to give him.
Yeah, it's the first down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because looking across, man, that ref looked about a yard shy, but they give him the first down.
You know, the thing is, I didn't see exactly. It appeared to me that he might have made it. So maybe that's what the linesman gave him.
Wadsworth with play action, rolling to his right as pressure bears down, and that might be,
was,
yeah, there it is. There comes the flag.
That was way early there by Caleb Bassett. He was, he showed up early to the party. He was in good coverage, I will say that. It was a little comeback route they were running. Yeah, he just got there. You know, you need to be socially late to party.
Right.
You know?
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That penalty will give
So
the
first down for the Rebels and in Lakeshore territory.
Or pick it off.
That'll be 1st and 10 at the
That's
38.
the other.
Right.
You know, yeah. Or take the party gift away from the recipient.
All the party cliches we're throwing out here tonight.
We'll roll them out.
1st and 10, 5:40 on the clock here in the first. Calling for it, fakes to give, looking to throw here. Wadsworth launches this one long, and it's incomplete.
It appeared that Ziegler had good coverage there, but Wadsworth really threw it out there. And that was
intended for Rayford.
Yeah, Rayford.
Wadsworth pass intended for Rayford.
It seemed almost at the end might had a shot at
It'll be a
it, but
2nd
just
and 10.
a tad bit too long.
It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Excuse me, 37. Ooh, Wadsworth.
You got to snap the ball.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wadsworth calling for it. Give goes to Jenkins. Right side, and great defense there, bottling up. Jenkins bringing him down. A host of Titans there.
Jenkins on the carry.
Yeah, they went back to the power.
Brought down by number 74.
Like I say, they've been mixing up play action, drop back, running the football.
And we're going to step away for an injury timeout. All right, coming out of the injury timeout, 3rd down for the Pearl River offense. Wadsworth calling for it here, now looking to pass, slings this one out, and it's complete. Sabbath once again hauls that one in.
Ran that skinny post, and he delivered the ball on the money.
Sabbath with the reception
Wadsworth
for the first down.
is
that'll move the ball
hot tonight.
Tiger.
Early.
also looking at the roster, he's a freshman.
That'll make it a 1st and goal for the Rebels.
Wadsworth?
Sabbath.
Oh, the
wide receiver.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting a lot of mileage out of him early.
Calling for it, handoff.
Little counterplay with Jenkins that time.
And once again, Ryan Bernard
on
the stop.
Tackle. That'll bring up a 2nd down. Come on, tight fans. 2nd goal.
So 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Wadsworth calls for it. Play action, looking to pass. Left side, incomplete. Intended for Caleb Rayford.
Yeah, a little high on that one.
Rayford, defended by Kobe Ziegler.
Ziegler on the coverage.
It's
So once again, Pearl River finds themselves in 3rd down. But hey, last time they had a 3rd down. Wadsworth and Sabbath connected for a big gain.
3rd down.
Jenkins out of the game at this point.
And a flag comes out. Is that too many players on the field? Yeah, they have 12 guys on the field.
Too many men on the field for the Rebels. Way to go, Titan fans!
So the quarterback in is Stephen Camp. And they also have running back Philip Huth in.
Wadsworth back in.
Here's Wadsworth, number 32 there, the running back. He's a freshman, 5'6", 140-pound freshman, Philip Huth.
Jenkins was nursing a
ankle.
I think it was a hip pointer. Okay.
Wadsworth looking to pass here, slings this one to the end zone. Incomplete, overthrown. Ziegler on the coverage. Intended there for Rayford.
Ziegler defending.
So 4th down. The field goal unit is going to come out for the Rebels. It's Keaton Finn. Also, man, this is a young team for Pearl River. Freshman kicker, Keaton Finn.
Keaton Finn, he can tell he's a freshman. He committed the #1 sin of kickers. He did not come out with the block. So we got a timeout on the field.
3:36 to go here in the 1st. No score. Coming out of the timeout, field goal attempt from Keaton Finn.
Kick for the Rebels.
Snap down, kick is up, and it is good. So 3:29 to go here in the 1st, and Pearl River leads 3-0.
Rebels to the field goal. And number 8, Eli Lorette.
Finn to kick this one away for the Rebels following the 29-yard field goal. And this will be returned by Lorette. Lorette breaking it to the outside. Still racing down the near sideline. And a big gain for Eli Lorette down to about the 45-yard line.
That's 2 returns now by the Titans down this left to their
near side.
Yeah, this our near sideline, yes. And they don't Pearl River's not being able to stop them.
A great field position to start here. 47-yard line.
I gotta say, pretty impressive drive by Pearl River on their first.
Yeah, at one point at the 4-yard line, they drive all the way down and kick a 29-yard field goal. Slings this one out, complete to Ziegler, and then he'll be about a yard shy of the 1st down.
Ziegler went in motion. They ran a clear out route, and he ran out. Ran an out route.
By number 7,
ball right on the money for McCall, and pickup of 9, 2nd down and 1.
Motion from Ziegler. McCall calls for it, looking to pass. It's a keeper. Takes it himself, still running forward, and he'll get to about the 30-yard line on the carry. Doing it himself, gets a first down.
McCall saw early in that one, good coverage, kind of tucked it and ran, and he faked out a couple of Pearl River players and picked up a first down.
Ray lined up to the left of McCall. McCall calls for it. Give goes to Ray. Has immediately had a guy in his face, and he's slung down by Daniel Sinclair, 6'4", 265 pounds.
Daniel Sinclair.
Sinclair was the
lost a 4 on the play. Lost a 3 on the play.
is a big man and made a big play right there. That might not be where I would want to run.
No. He had immediate penetration there, making it 2nd and 13 for the Titans. Now looking to pass. McCall slings this one. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Lorette.
In and out of Lorette's hands.
Incomplete. That'll bring up a third
the old
down
adage,
for
if
the
you
Titans.
touch it, you need to catch it. A little bit behind him, I will say that.
So 3rd and 13 for the Titans. Play coming in from the sideline. Going trips to the bottom of your screen or to the right. Calling for it. McCall looking to pass to Ziegler on the screen. Still running. 15, 10, still on his feet. 5, dragging defenders. Touchdown, Colby Ziegler.
They ran, that time they ran Josh Ray off to the other side as if they were going to throw him a screen, and came back with the jailbreak screen, and you see how perfectly that worked. Good call.
Excellent play call.
Yeah.
And then an excellent effort. Wow. And now Megan Geddes on to attempt the point after.
Geddes on
The
forward,
third-year
that's the point.
kicker. She's a senior, has been kicking since she was a sophomore for the Titans. And the extra point is good. Minute 15 to go here in the first, and Lakeshore leads 7-3.
Right over 2 minutes. Good. Back deep, Sean Jenkins and Caleb Rayford.
And Furman to kick this one away for the Titans. Boots this one away. It'll be returned by Rayford. And Rayford will be brought down at the 30-yard line. So, get another look here at the Pearl River offense. Last time out led to a field goal. This time
number 33,
they have 70 yards ahead of them. It's actually better field position than where they started last time.
Much better, much better. Let's see if they can do what they did in that first drive.
30-yard line. Wadsworth and Jenkins in the backfield.
Calling for it, Wadsworth. Jenkins takes the give. Good to see him back in the game. And it's about a 2-yard gain.
They went right side that time. Sabath was in the backfield, and he went from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, a little kick-out block, kind of like a little counter power, boom. 2 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Wadsworth looking to pass. Sabbath hauls it in, and he'll get to about the 40. Let's see where they mark it, because it may be short. First down.
Short.
Sabbath brought down by
Going to be
number
3rd and 1.
McClain.
Sabbath was in the backfield as he was the play before, but didn't block, and he came out. As soon as he turned his head, that ball was there.
Yeah.
Boom. I thought, whoa.
Great job hauling it in.
Yeah.
Good reflexes. But 3rd and 1 for Pearl River.
Jenkins, right side.
And
we have
At the end of one,
stop it.
it's
At the end of the first quarter as Lakeshore leads 7-3. Top of the second. Pearl River, 3rd and 1. Calls for it. Wadsworth rolling. Pressure coming. Launches it. And incomplete.
Wadsworth passes
Tipped
for number 2, broken up
by
number 5,
Caleb Bassett.
Wow. Certainly
good
wasn't
level,
expecting that
4th
from
down,
Pearl River.
1.
Thought they might hand the ball off to Jenkins and let him try to pick up that 1 yard. Brings up a 4th down punting situation.
And at 4th down, and Pearl River's going to take a timeout. So 11:52 to go here in the second quarter. Lakeshore leads 7-3. So coming out of the timeout, the offense staying on the field from 4th and 1. Wadsworth calls for it. Give goes to Jenkins. He has the first down. The ball comes loose. Ziegler hauls it in.
Going to call it down?
And he lays a lick as he's brought down nearing the 30-yard line. Lakeshore defense coming up big.
Unfortunate for Pearl River as Jenkins got the first down and a few extra, and as he was going down, apparently coughed it up. And Lakeshore has the football in great field position and all the momentum at this point.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line for the Titans.
Appeared that Jenkins went off with a knee problem.
Calling for it, fakes the give, slings this one out to Ziegler. Ziegler bringing it upfield, gets away from one, and he's brought down by another. That was very close, nearing face mask territory. No penalty thrown. Ziegler, first down. First set it down for the Titans.
Ziegler's got that speed that if you get him in the open field, if you can get the ball to him, he can create havoc. So far, so good in that category.
From the 18 now, handoff going to Ray. And Ray gains 3 on the carry.
Josh Ray pounds forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by number 10, Tayshawn Badon.
So 2nd and 7 for the Titans. Bunch formation to the right. Calls for it. Give goes to Ray. Straight ahead. And a good gain. Suplexed back by Gabe Whittington.
Brought down by number 55, Gabe Whittington.
Whittington going both ways tonight
That'll bring up a
for
third
the
down for the Titans.
Pearl River Rebels. He's the fullback sometimes in there for Jenkins, blocking for Jenkins, as well as being a defensive lineman.
3rd and 3 now. Give going to Ray. Bouncing it out left sides. Great effort there. Still on his feet, extending out, and that's a first down for the Titans.
Some good old leather helmet football right there. Keeps his feet moving and gets a bunch of yards after contact.
So 1st and goal from inside the 5. McCall calls for it. Ray straight ahead into the end zone.
Josh Ray, touchdown. Senior number 9, Josh Ray.
Pretty much untouched there.
Excellent job by the Titans. Total team effort there. Good blocking, good running.
Yes, absolutely. Good blocking up front.
This will bring Geddes back out to attempt the extra point. Snap is back. Uh-oh, it's bobbled. Yeah, it was bobbled. That should have maybe been a fire call there, but nonetheless, no good.
Extra points, no
9:52 to
good.
go here in the
Extend their
first half,
lead.
and
13-3,
Lakeshore
9:52
leads
left to
13-3. Furman will kick this one away following the Titans score, and this will be returned by Jenkins. His plan was to let it go into the end zone, but he realized it wasn't going to. So he went back and got it and brings it out to about the 15-yard line.
Yes, you cannot just let it roll around down there, because the Titans would have gotten on that. It would have been their ball.
Like they got mega sponsors, Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
So let's see.
H&R Block, Lift Training Studios. Pelican Point
Fifth from the
Corridor,
15-yard line.
This is going to be a big drive here for Pearl River. If they're going to stay in this game, you know, coming in, they had to feel like they had a chance, but they've got to, and they've opened up pretty good, but they've got to do something this time.
And we have false start against Pearl River. So for what you were saying, that's not a good start.
No. That'll cost the Rebels 5 yards.
Now they're at the 10-yard line. Wadsworth calling for it. Give goes to Jenkins, looking to bounce it outside, trying to get to the edge. Still rushing forward, and that will be maybe a yard shy, but right near a first down for Pearl River.
Pretty darn good run right there by Jenkins. They had 8 men in the box right there. They had that play, what originally was designed as that play, boxed up, but Jenkins got outside and up the sideline, and it's going to bring
second and 9. Oh, excuse me, second and 1, a 9-yard gain.
Yeah.
Wadsworth looking to pass now, slinging this one, hasn't been wide open, hauls it in and loses his footing.
My goodness.
Sean Jenkins, another freshman receiver, hauling that one in.
Wide open, Sean Jenkins.
Oh, Coach Labradette is like taking a deep breath right there and going, oh my God. Oh my God. We had him right where we wanted. We just, Wadsworth didn't have a little touch on that, but a little too much.
So 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Give goes to Jenkins. And let's see, ball's loose. Did the offensive lineman? Yes. Number 50, Brendan Garrick getting on top of that one.
Jenkins having the fumbles so far this evening. That was the second one. Luckily, one of those offensive linemen got on it.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Garrick there. 2nd and 12 for the Rebels. Wadsworth looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete. Pressure there in the hit by Lance Atkins.
Lance Atkins with the big hit, the pressure.
A lot of pressure, but Wadsworth got it away. Just incomplete. 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd down.
So on 3rd and 11, what do you think they go with here?
They're gonna throw the ball, and Lakeshore's got their nickel package in there.
Wadsworth calls for it, looking to pass, slings it out. Oh, nearly picked off by Ziegler. In and out of his hands, but it brings up 4th down.
Incomplete pass, 4th down.
Punting unit for the Rebels comes on.
Should
Should be Haven Sladen punting this one away. And guess what grade he's in, Tiger?
9th grade.
Another freshman.
That was a wild guess by me. I didn't even have to look at the roster sitting here in front of me.
Snap is back. Sladen punts this one away. And fair catch called
Fair caught
by Lorette.
Jacob Hopper with the punt.
But a short punt. And Lakeshore will start this drive at about the 28-yard line.
Jade McCall
Excuse me, right at the 30.
and Josh Ray will lead the Titans onto the field.
Well,
With Titans leading 13-3, 8 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the half, Tiger. And if they score here, it could start getting into out-of-hand territory.
Yeah. That's why I was saying that Pearl River needed to do something. They did have a good drive now. I got to say that. They got out of the shadow of their own goal and at least flipped the field for right now. But all the momentum at this point is with the Titans.
McCall slinging this one out, and that one falls incomplete. Maybe he got hit as he threw that one. It was kind of thrown as like a knuckleball.
Kind of looked like it came out of his hand wonky.
Yeah. So that'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Titans. .807 on the clock here in the first half. Trips to the left, calling for it is McCall. Give goes to Ray, and he is wrapped up and brought down by Gabe Whittington.
Whittington with a good defensive play that time.
Brought down by number 55, Gabe Whittington.
So modest gain makes it 3rd and 9 for the Titans. And here you think pass. Maybe go back to that screen to Ziegler?
Oh, yeah. Or if they have something off of, yeah, I'd go back to that screen.
I'm not seeing Ziegler
Oh,
out
he's
there,
in the backfield.
Yeah.
Is that him in the backfield?
No, that's Ray.
Oh, I'm sorry.
McCall looking to pass, rolling, launches it. Go, that's complete.
Wow.
Hauling it in
McCall scramble
is Colin Doyle.
Colin
Doyle, that was a kind of a back shoulder throw, and Doyle got his head turned around and gathered it in right there for the first down. Big first down.
The senior on senior night with a big-time catch for the Titans.
If anything you're going to remember, it's what happened on senior night, for sure. Especially if you make a big play like that.
Trips to the top of the screen on first down. Oh, no.
Ooh, there we go. A little premature.
And, you know, what they used to tell when I played offensive line, and we didn't really have a play in because they were looking to the side to get a call. So they would say, what play were you going to run?
Yeah. I thought I read the wrong thing on the little board.
So they're hard count now looking to the side for signals. 1st and 15. McCall calls for it. Give goes to Ray. Straight ahead. Gets away from one. Gets away from another. Still on his feet. Racing down 30, 25. And he'll be brought down inside the 25-yard line by Izzy Aguilera.
And we have a flag on the field.
Oh, let's see what this call is. Because Lakeshore, even the Lakeshore coaching staff, still moving forward. So maybe this will be, nope.
We'll check the laundry.
Here comes the signal. Holding against Lakeshore.
Oh, a personal foul against Pearl River.
So, all right, and it wipes out
offsets
the play. Wow, what a great run by Ray there. Stepped out of 2 tackles and got way up the field. But I think what happened was there was holding, and the Pearl River guy retaliated on the holding. You know, when you're coaching, you know, it's like, don't, they made a penalty. Don't ruin the situation by turning around and
causing us to not get the yards.
Exactly.
1st and 10, so basically a redo.
Yeah, 1st and 15.
Excuse me, yeah, 1st and 15. McCall slinging this one out, complete to Lorette on the screen, looking to bring it upfield. Big time speed by Lorette, and that'll be a. Let's see if they give him the first down because it's very close.
Eli Lorette with a nice gain right at the marker.
It looks like they're going to say second and inches. Nope, there it is. First down. Okay.
First down.
So moving the chains, a fresh set of downs. Lorette, they slung it out there to him, and it was off to the races for the speedy Lorette.
They have been able to find that they have an advantage getting the ball out on the perimeter or running inside like they're going to do now. Oh, fake.
McCall keeping it. And way to make something out of it. Still on his feet and running. Oh, and a lot of laundry coming out there.
Woo.
That came out quick.
There was two of them.
But you got to love the effort of McCall there.
Oh, McCall with a great play right there. He was hemmed up for a 2 or 3 yard loss, and he almost made a first down, but then we have a situation with there was 2 penalties on holding. So I think because they asked Coach Labradette, do you want it from there or do you want it from there? Personal foul.
Blindside block. Yeah. Declined. Personal foul. Chop block.
Chop block. Ooh, not good.
Foul, chop block
either one of those.
But if not for the penalty, and they turned McCall turned a 4 yard loss into an 8 yard gain.
Yeah.
So you got to love the effort. But man, that backed them up big time.
So it's going to be. We're still at first down after 3 plays.
Yeah. 5:47 to go here in the first half.
First and 23, not a problem. Not a problem for the Titans.
I'm sure Lakeshore has a play for it.
Oh, yeah.
McCall, a slow snap.
Ooh,
pressure coming, slings it out. It's complete to Ziegler. And, he gets away. Gets away from another one. And the 4th guy brings him down as he gets back to nearly the original line of scrimmage.
Coach Labradette may end up burning that part of the film tomorrow when he's looking at it because they had Ziegler covered and some kind of way he got the ball and he got away. Great play by Ziegler.
So back to the original line of scrimmage. Now the give goes to Ray on second down, and he'll gain 3 on the carry.
Ray with a gain of 3, brought down by number 79.
Brought down by Sinclair.
And number 12.
That'll make it 3rd and 7.
It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Titans.
Hey, Ziegler is in. You have Ziegler, Doyle, and Lorette to the top of your screen.
They're throwing it.
Yeah. McCall looking to pass. Go! Short, and it falls incomplete, nearly picked off by Camp. But 4th down for the Titans.
They were showing a little bit of a screen over there to Ziegler and came back for I guess a in route and incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down.
Snap is back. Punt is away from McCall. And they'll let this one roll. Excellent. Ooh. Wow. Down at the inside the 1 yard line.
That was
excellent special teams.
That was a little dicey right there.
Yeah.
As Lorette ran up on I guess it was
Leighton Estevez.
Estevez ran up on Estevez. Luckily, did not knock him into the end zone. And Pearl River is backed up in the shadow of their own goal. Great field position. They flipped the field big time, did the Titans.
And with Estevez making that play there, stopping it inside the 1, another big play by another senior here on senior night.
Let's go, Titans!
Now Pearl
First and
River,
10,
their
inside
backs
the
against the
5.
wall. Wadsworth and Jenkins will be in the end zone. Jenkins about 6 yards deep, and a flag coming down. Is that going to be an illegal substitution? One, two, three. Yeah, 12 men on the field for Lakeshore.
Ooh, that's not a good thing. I thought I'd seen that earlier. Someone's going to have to come out.
So that'll give Pearl River a little breathing room. And now 2 coming off, 2 going on. Wadsworth coming off, so Camp will go in at quarterback for Pearl River.
They must have some plays, a different kind of.
Like the Wild Rebel.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Camp calls for it. Trying to rush forward. He was in the end zone at one point.
Yeah,
I think
that was close to being a safety.
Yeah, but I think he'll be down inside the 1. Bernard coming up big.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I don't like being in the shotgun.
In the end zone?
Near the end zone like that. And when he got the ball, he wasn't running straight ahead. He's running lateral.
In the end zone.
Lateral. And in the end zone, like you said, he didn't hand that ball off. You got to be going north and south, not east and west. Same thing in this situation right here.
2nd and 10. Calling for it. Now I think they're just looking to push ahead. And did he get driven back?
No,
Lakeshore saying
no.
safety.
I'm going to say he had a little bit of a push, you know.
Bernard, Clark, several other Titans.
It would have been
in the mosh pit. It's third!
That makes it 3rd and 10 for Pearl River. Play coming in from the sideline for the Rebels here. Let's see if the Lakeshore defense.
Oh, they're ready to take this right here.
And look, in the end zone, like you were saying, Tiger. Wadsworth looking to pass. It's a throwback. Sends it to screen to Jenkins, and he'll get out to about the 5-yard line, but it still brings up 4th down.
This is going to end up being great field position for the Titans. Having flipped that field with that punt, move the ball, punt it down to their 1-yard line, and Pearl River unable to.
Do you think Lakeshore brings big pressure here to try and block this punt?
Yeah, absolutely. They got one guy back.
Yeah, Lorette back to return, but
Yeah.
it looks like they're setting up to bring the house.
Oh, yeah.
Because the snap doesn't appear to get back there very quick.
No, it doesn't. We'll see what happens from here.
You got to put some zip on it. Snap is back. They didn't bring the house. The kick goes up. Lorette will return this one, now looking to bring it near sideline. Oh, big block there, and that's going to be a penalty.
That's in the back.
Lorette brings it to the house, but it's going to come back with the penalty.
Yeah. Perfectly set up, but that block was in the back. And that'll negate that.
It
looked like one of those situations. That guy wasn't going to make
right.
the
He
play.
was enough in the way that it wouldn't have even.
No, Lorette had the speed going. Boom, just leave him alone.
Right. He could have just stayed where he was.
Right. Turn back for somebody.
Well, that's a learning experience for
personal
him.
foul
He won't make that mistake
return.
again.
Oh, that'll be on when they're rolling that tape tomorrow or Monday. There'll be a little discussion about that.
So Lakeshore will start this drive at the 44-yard line.
McCall and Ray.
2:02 to go in the first
Seniors
half.
lead the Titans out with 2 minutes left to go in the half. 1st and 10 at the 40.
2-minute offense here, really, for Lakeshore. McCall calls for it, launches this one, and it
Not
falls
even close.
incomplete. Yeah.
Not even close.
He was trying to get it to Lorette. Lorette got kind of jammed up with the defensive back and couldn't catch that one in stride.
They weren't on the same page there. He went deep into the outside, and Lorette appeared to be on the inside.
So 2nd and 10 for the Titans.
But like you said, 2-minute offense. What are they going to do? How about a little draw play here? Or a little run play?
McCall gets it. Give goes to Ray. Now looking to bounce it out to the right side. Now just trying to get forward before. Man, wow, Ray's a fighter. Ray is a fighter.
He doesn't go. The first guy is not bringing him down. He just ran 20 yards for a 1-yard gain. And probably was contacted by about 6 or 8 guys.
Yeah, great job flying to the ball and gang tackling by the Rebels.
3rd and 10.
Well,
that
minute
screen
22.
pass, I feel that jailbreak screen pass coming back again.
McCall calling for it, looking to pass, launches this one again, and it's caught, complete, and down to the 2-yard line by Jaden Wells.
Coverage by Spieler. Let me say this. The defensive back was there the whole time, but his head was not on a swivel. You know, his head was not on a swivel, and by the time he got turned around, the catch was made because that play was designed to go to Ziegler. They wanted Ziegler out here in the flat, and it was only after that wasn't good that they went up top.
So 49 seconds. And Lakeshore 1st and goal from the 2. Keeper McCall straight ahead, reaching over the goal line. It looked like he got it over, but the officials will spot him at the 1. Now 31 seconds as the clock continues to run.
7 Rebels to keep McCall out of the end zone.
And Coach Jones will take a timeout. 28 seconds to go here
28
before
seconds
halftime. Lakeshore leading 13-3. 2nd and goal from the 1 for the Titans. McCall calls for it. Give goes to Ray straight ahead and into the end zone. Josh Ray once again.
Touchdown!
Just a simple.
Oh, and is there a flag down?
There.
It looks like there's a flag down.
There is a flag down.
We'll check the flag.
Bernard saying the touchdown's going to stand.
He's asking if you want it on the extra point or the kickoff.
Unsportsmanlike on the Titans. But the score is still good.
Right.
So extra point attempt once again. Megan Geddes back out for the point after.
They'll get that penalty on the kickoff. If I read the hand signals from
place,
the
kick
coach.
is up, and it is good. 24 seconds to go here before half, and Lakeshore leads 20-3. And Furman will kick this one away. This will be returned by Jenkins catching it around the 25-yard line. Bounces off one defender, still headed forward, and he's brought down by Eli Lorette at the 47-yard line. And so Pearl River will have 16 seconds here before half. You think handoff Jenkins, or you think they try and hit a long throw?
That's the best field position I think they've had this half, taken over. So why not a couple of slings? I mean, you're down. The momentum has certainly, early momentum from Pearl River has slipped away. Titans seem to be pretty much in control. You got to get something before the half.
Let's go, Titan fans!
First down, Wadsworth calling for it, looking to pass. Pressure bearing down, the Titans swarming to him. And Wadsworth is sacked.
Close the door, James Clark. Atkins.
Bernard
And Labastri.
Atkins.
Oh.
Labastri.
And
that will send us to half with Lakeshore leading 20-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, coming to you from Pearl River, Louisiana, from Pearl River High School, the Southern Sweethearts.
It's 12 at midnight. Don't close your eyes. Your soul's half alive, and I'll be by your side. I'll come to take you there, show you how to care. Just be aware that you'll have to share. I want your love. I want you around me. I'll take your heart. So won't you find me? I'll be your answer. I'll be your wish. I'll be your fantasy. Your favorite dish.
Coming out of the half, J.P. Furman kicking this one away for the Titans. And that one hits, and it's still on the ground. That was a near opportunity for the Titans, but they make the most of it, wrapping him up and throwing him down on the return. That was Caleb Rayford, but dangerous as it hit the ground a couple times there. Lakeshore got very close to being able to recover it.
We had that situation in the first half where the ball was bouncing around, and number 7 picked it up, Rayford. But I got to say it again. I said it in the first half. It's important Pearl River gets something going on offense.
Tiger trailing by 17 here. What do you think the coaches told them at half?
Oh, we're in the game. We just got to get going. And we got to run away from Ryan Bernard.
No kidding.
I know they said that. It's just wherever, find out wherever he is and let's run away from him. Pick up of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9.
Wadsworth and company setting up. Calling for it, rolling. Pressure coming from Bernard, hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete.
I got to say that that Bernard came through there literally untouched. It's as if there was nobody there. And they're talking about possibly roughing the passer. Oh no,
intentional grounding.
He's calling intentional grounding.
And a loss of down.
Oh yeah, okay. At first I thought it might be that, but it wasn't.
So that backs the ball up. Man, they are inside the 1-yard line.
Okay, apparently that's not a half the distance to the goal penalty. But a one there marked off at 10. Ooh, dangerous area right here.
Yeah, I mean, Jenkins is almost to the back of the end zone. Fakes the give, looking to pass. It's tipped. Yeah, hit as he throws. And that one falls incomplete. And man, Tiger 4th down. The punter will have his heels on the back of the end zone. Look for a big rush here, huh?
That's never, ever good. They might not rush. They had a great punt return the last time, if you remember.
True. Rather than rush, just go set up the wall.
Yeah. You're going to get the ball. I mean,
they're going to have to get that snap
back quick. You're going to get the ball in great field position.
Also, the punter is going to need some presence of mind to not step back. Snap is back. Quick. It's blocked. There it is.
There it is.
Yep, and that is a safety.
Right.
Robertson with the block and 2 points.
And here's the worst part of that. Here's the worst part of that, Grant. They are now going to have to kick off to Lakeshore, who gets 2 points. They're going to have to kick it off to them from their own 20-yard line.
So following the Jared Robertson punt block leading to the safety, Lakeshore leads 22-3 with 11 minutes remaining here in the third. Now the free kick following the safety. Be booted away by Finn. Kicked away, and it'll be returned by Lorette. Oh, loses the handle on it at the 30, picks it up. Oh, a big stiff arm there, racing the left sideline there, still running down the field. Are you kidding? To the house, Eli Lorette. Oh my goodness.
Eli Lorette with the stiff arm and the score up the sideline.
Whoa.
Hey, that was pretty simple. Give the ball to Lorette and let him run wide open.
70 yards on the punt return.
70 yards.
Stiff arm and
And Geddes on for the point after.
That's the same way they ran the other point. And there's somebody that's going to
kick is up, and it is good. 10:43 to go here in the third quarter. Lakeshore leads 29-3.
And extend the lead.
Furman kicking this one away. Boots it down. It'll be returned by Rayford. Rayford looking to bring it out. Well, dancing around. Hey, may have room now. Racing down that far sideline. Still on his feet, and now he's down at about midfield. And a flag comes out.
Rayford returns the kick.
pretty good run there by Rayford.
Flag down on the field.
Came left, ran back right. Down the sidelines, but we have the EO penalty. Holding. And it'll be a first down.
So let's see. Well, this will push him back a good bit.
Yeah, from the spot of the foul, they were already across midfield, and now they're coming back to their own 30-yard line.
So they're taking now breaking the huddle on that far sideline. Offense coming out, trailing by 26.
Yeah, the Pearl River could ill afford to let Lakeshore score like that. Give them a safety, then kick to them, and then,
Oh, confusion and blown up immediately. Ryan Bernard, the Nickel State commit, coming through and dropping him in the backfield.
Did I mention
play,
number 74?
Ryan Bernard.
You got to block that guy.
I mean, unless Ryan, no, I was going to say they're not going to stop him.
Snap is back. Wadsworth looking to throw, slings it out, incomplete. Intended for Rayford. Ziegler on the coverage.
Let's face it, right now the Titans can pin their ears back and just provide that rush on Wadsworth. That wasn't there in the first half, mainly because they were able to run Jenkins some, but the Titans scored late in the first half and early here in this half and have pushed the lead out to 26.
Wadsworth looking to pass, pressure coming, launches this one. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Jenkins. And fourth down, the punting unit comes out
Wadsworth
for the Rebels.
Incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down for the Titans. For the Rebels. Eli Lorette back deep for the Titans.
Yeah, Eli Lorette back to return, and you got to think they're saying punt it away from him. Snap is back. Pressure cut. It's blocked again. It's blocked again.
Oh, good.
Lost the handle, and now it'll just fall on top of it. Is Landon Schlink falling on top of it.
Landon Schlink falls on it. First down. touchdown, Titans!
But another big special teams play for the Titans.
McCall leads the Titans back on the
An
field.
excellent field position for the Titans. Five wide, calling for it. McCall looking to pass here on first down, launching it to the end zone. Incomplete. Intended out there for Kempton Hollingshead.
Yeah, went right up to try to get points right after the block punt.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
That'll bring up, let's see, back to Tripp's left. There's Ziegler on the left side of your screen. McCall calls for it, fakes to give to Ray, launches it, and off the mark, intended for Colin Doyle.
Pass intended for Doyle.
That time,
Incomplete.
Ziegler went in the flat on the left-hand side, and he drew 2 defenders over there, opening up that quick slant there that went incomplete.
To right, to left. McCall on third down, looking to pass, slings it out. It's complete. Now looking to work his way upfield is Ziegler. Gets away from defenders and dives into the end zone. Amazing effort from Ziegler there.
Just a comeback route, got the ball, circled through, and carried. I think he carried 3 defenders into the end zone with it.
Incredible. Getty's back out for another extra point attempt. Snap is back, place, kick is up, and it is good. So 9:01 to go here in the third quarter, and Lakeshore leads 36-3. Furman to kick this one away. Boots it away. It'll be returned by Rayford. Rayford hit and dropped at the 35-yard line, where Pearl River will start this drive looking to get into the end zone here tonight.
Lorette, Clark, and Stein on the tackle.
Trailing by
it'll bring up a
33 points.
Line.
They have not come out of at the half and been able to maintain what they had in the first half, and it's going to be the
calling
Titans
for
defense.
It. Give goes to Jenkins. Excuse me, that's not Jenkins.
Jenkins is on. If I read this correctly, he's on the bench. When I saw it correctly, I should say, he's on the bench over there with some type of injury.
Yeah, Tashad Badon, another freshman for Pearl River.
And number 45, Mitchell Battaglia.
Pick up a 5, Coach Jones has gone with the second team defense out there.
Yeah, good. Getting
experience.
Getting play under the Friday night lights. Getting them ready for moving forward next season.
And why not?
Handoff once again to Badon. Badon gets the first down. Hard running from the freshman.
Badon with the first down run.
Straight up.
The Rebels moving into
full speed ahead. Running hard. Get some yards. Stephen Camp in now.
So they're doing it's kind of a rotating running back system here.
Absolutely.
With Jenkins on the sideline. Calls for it. Give goes to Camp. And Camp will be wrapped up and stopped by the Lakeshore defense there. Great job flowing to the ball and gang tackling.
Pick up a 3 by Camp.
Jade Clark, Giesland, Atkins on the tackle.
This is the part of the game where
It'll be a second down.
The second line players that are in the game, they're trying to, they're going to try to do whatever they can to get noticed on that game film come tomorrow or Monday, depending on when they watch it. Tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday.
Calling for it. Wadsworth looking to pass now, sending this one over the top, and it is picked off. Jaden McLean. Another big play by a senior, hauling that one in.
For the Titans.
Yeah. Pearl River went up top and long.
Like to thank our silver sponsors.
Instead of running the football,
Dynamic
they
physical
were getting
therapy.
something going
Impact
running.
Health.
They decided to take a shot at it, and
Impress.
Wadsworth
The Pancake
did not
Destin in Panama
get
City.
his man.
And Allen Thriftley.
He completed it,
Backstop.
but not to his man.
Like to thank all our Lakeshore High Titan football sponsors this year.
Calling for it. Looking to pass.
McCall Duke.
Has a man open. A Lorette on the run. Lorette is off to the races. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lakeshore Titans.
No flag. That'll stand.
Eli Lorette showing off that speed. McCall finding him on the run. You can't stop it.
No, you cannot stop that. Wasn't anything fancy about that. You go long, I throw you the ball, you catch it and run the rest of the way.
And Geddes on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 5:30 to go here in the third. Lakeshore leading 43-3. And Furman to kick this one away. This will be returned by Rayford. Rayford jumping through, still on his feet, run down, brought down at the 36-yard line, where Pearl River will start their next drive, trailing 43-3.
Brought down by number 12, Kempton Hollingshead.
Kempton Hollingshead with the tackle.
Rayford's had a couple of, maybe 3 or 4 pretty good returns. This is decent field position, but the Pearl River offense has not had much going since about the middle of the first half, to include now in the second half.
Give going right side and brought down after about a 5-yard gain on the carries to Shad Badon.
Good run outside, gets some yards. Picks up about 6, second down and 4 now.
Give the bat on once again. Oh, ball's loose. Ball's loose. It's on the ground. And Lakeshore signaling that they have it, and they do.
Landon Schlink with the fumble recovery. He'll remember that.
And Jared Robertson, the sophomore linebacker Robertson, the one who knocked it loose.
Schlink, a sophomore, will be saying on senior night, well, not my senior night,
but on a senior night.
On a senior night, I came up with that. Lakeshore with the first team offense still in the field.
Ray battling forward. He's gang tackled down, and man, that could have been a loss of 3, but Ray fought hard and got it back.
Go down easy, I can tell you that.
He may have even got a little bit of a gain, but a flag down, and that might be a face mask. I think I saw. Let's see.
You saw it.
There it is.
Right.
So a first down for the Titans. And, you know, I've heard it said before, you know, the easy way when you get a first down off of a penalty. But, man, when you had your face mask yanked and twisted, not really easy for that guy.
Face mask against the Rebels.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
But first down.
First down and 5.
Yeah. Calling for it. McCall looking to pass. Slings it out complete to Lorette. And Lorette gets to the 32. And a first down for the Titans.
Brought down by number 6. Turnage.
Clock running down. McCall calling for it. Give goes to Ray, and he'll be brought down after about a 3-yard gain.
Straight ahead running that time by Ray.
Ray coming out. They check in Caleb Bassett.
Ray had a lot of yards in the first half.
Now I wonder what's going on here. If Bassett said, hey, can I get a snap at running back?
Maybe, yeah.
Here.
Hey,
on senior night.
Come on.
When people ask,
yeah,
they tend to be able to do what they want.
Senior night, I want to say I got a snap. I got a handoff. No.
Oh, McCall pulls it.
Fake.
Right side.
Fake. No.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 15-yard line.
But, Coach, he was supposed to hand me the ball off.
You know, you mentioned senior night and how you remember senior nights. Yeah. So it wasn't mine. It was my junior year. We were up big on Hammond, and we put in the second-team offense. So I was in. And all of the first-team offensive line guys all got a carry. So I was blocking for Billy Weber and Michael Dragna and Peyton Waters, all of these guys getting handoffs because they wanted to play running back, and Coach LeCompte said, okay.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Now Bassett running left side, and Bassett to the end zone.
See? See, should have handed me the ball the last time.
Bassett with the score, and now, man, with Bassett, I don't know if that was a situation where he was asked. Like, that is probably a position where he provides some depth.
Right. This game
Lakeshore back to the end zone.
This game is at pretty much a blowout here.
And once again, Getty's on for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. 53 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Lakeshore leads 50-3. All right, this one booted away by Furman, putting a charge into it. It'll be returned by Rayford. Rayford looking to hit the edge, and he'll be brought down at about the 26-yard line. Excuse me, yeah, the 26-yard line. So week 9, Tiger, a lot of young players for Pearl River, though. So a learning experience for them to get more experience as they move forward?
Right. Absolutely. I mean, you know, they have a penalty that they're marking off.
.42-yard line now after the penalty is marked off.
Pearl River will take over at the 42-yard line.
We have 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Clock's running. They may not get a playoff here. They may just hang out and let that clock run down. That's what it's looking like here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so at the end of the third quarter, Lakeshore leads 50-3.
Get the fours up.
Pearl River, Wadsworth calling for it here at the start of the fourth. That one's complete for a first down to number 2, Sean Jenkins.
And
another one of those freshmen that we talk about.
They got 3 or 4
First down for the Rebels.
Wide receiver type players and a pretty good running back here. Bad on.
Calling for it. Wadsworth launching this one, and it is, incomplete. Thrown into triple coverage.
Yeah, that wasn't a good choice there.
Broken up by
Last couple of times he's done that. It's not.
Excellent sportsmanship there on the right side of your screen. Caleb Bassett helping him up.
The Rebels.
Calling for it. Wadsworth slinging this one right side. Incomplete. Intended for Sean Jenkins.
Intended for Jenkins, defended by number 24, Nathan Miller.
Third and long. Bryce Lajani has checked into the game at defensive end for the Titans.
Wadsworth calling for it. Handoff, good run here. And that's a first down.
First down run brought down by Slink and number 27, Andre Ridgely.
Ridgely and Schlink on the stop.
And Letness Steves.
It's saying third down, but then they moved the. Didn't they move
the chain?
The chain. Someone told him. Flipped it up. Or down, I should say, to first down.
Calling for it. Good. Oh, he had a hole there. If he had just kind of stuck with it, bad on the carry.
A host of Titans in on the tackle along with Lajani.
Lajani and Ridgely on the tackle.
And that'll make it 2nd and 1.
2nd 1 for the Rebels.
Wadsworth setting up here on 2nd down, calling for it, looking to pass, looking left side, slinging this one up, Rayford, and it falls incomplete, and a flag comes down.
That was an out and up right there by Rayford. And we're going to have a flag.
Flag on the play.
And the white hat going to walk to where he can get something, and we can see that it was pass interference against the defense.
Interference, that'll go against the Titans.
So that'll be a fresh set of downs for Pearl River. Looking to get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Spencer Rogers checking in for the Titans defense, a freshman for the Titans playing on the varsity. Wadsworth calling for it. Give going to bat on, straight ahead. He'll gain about 4 on the carry.
And a little rugby scrum broke out.
Bat on initial hit by Braden Peterson.
That'll make it 2nd and 16 for Pearl River. 7:30 to go here in the game.
And ladies and gentlemen, check out your cheerleaders as they throw out the co-op footballs. Get those hands up! Get those hands up!
Wadsworth calls for it, fakes the give, slings this one out, complete! Touchdown, Pearl River. That one hauled in by Caleb Rayford.
Rayford with the
on the
completion from Wadsworth.
On the quick slant right there, Wadsworth delivered.
And Finn will come out for the extra point. Oh, man, coming on late for Pearl River.
You're supposed to know you're on the extra point team.
Snap back, kick is up. And it's good.
Extra point
So
good.
6:48 to go here in the game. Lakeshore leading 50-10. Now Finn to kick this one away. Short. This will be returned
Peterson.
by the Titans.
Peterson up the left
And that
side.
is Braden Peterson on the return.
You got that turn
Peterson
around.
refuses to be brought down.
Some of the young players getting some action here at the end of the game.
The team was very happy for Peterson there.
Week number 9.
Hollingshead
So we're looking at
leads the Titans
next
on
week.
with
Next week,
Bassett at
Covington.
Starkville.
Next week we have Covington and Mandeville. They're playing at Southeastern. That's
Right.
the last week of the regular season, and then you go into the playoffs.
We'll talk about it after this play, but we'll.
Hollingshead calling for it, handoff. Oh wow, what a move there!
Nice
Bassett.
move by Bassett.
Good run.
And he gets almost a first
play.
down. That'll probably be a 9-yard gain.
So realistically, out of let's talk 4A first.
Well, next week will be the district championship for between Lakeshore and Salmon. Salmon currently the number 3 ranked team in the state. Lakeshore number 17.
I'm going to say that's going to be a tough game.
That's going to be a really tough game.
Yeah.
Pearl River number 23. They, depending on how the power ratings are calculated, may drop tonight. Either way, they're going to be playing on the road in the first round of the playoffs.
Right. So that's 4A. Let's look at 5A after this play.
Kempton Hollingshead on second down. Handoff goes to Bassett, and he'll be, well, he's still running tough, but he'll be stuffed short.
Yeah.
As far as our St. Tammany
No gain on the
teams
play.
in
Right.
5A,
3rd and 1.
all of them as of
Brought
right
down by
now
number
are looking at
69
playing
for
on the
the
road
Rebels.
in the first round.
And number 55, Gabe Whittington.
But, hey, it'd be nice if North Shore could go on the road, get that win on the road in the first round, and come back and play on that beautiful turf at their facility, at their stadium, that just got cleared to play on today.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hollingshead gives to Bassett. He has the first down.
First down, Titans!
Bassett looking for more yards and another touchdown here.
Bassett moves the Titans into Rebel territory.
Clock down to 4 minutes and 36 seconds.
Pretty academic at this point. Pearl River came in with, wanting to pull an upset. Just wasn't able to get it going tonight offensively.
Oh, man, Bassett.
Consistently.
Bassett running hard,
Bassett.
slipping tackles, getting away from him, and nearly getting a first down there. They may give it to him. It was close. And we're going to step away for an injury timeout.
First and 10, Titans.
Hollingshead on first down, motion from Furman. Calls for it. Give going straight ahead, and a great run, a flag coming out late that may negate that first down run.
Evan Kitchen,
Kitchen
the
with the
ninth
first down
grader,
run.
with a nice little run there.
So another freshman getting some varsity playing
Flag
time.
down. Holding against
but
the
that
Titans.
flag will be holding, and it'll push it back.
Yeah, they always say, you know, in coaching, the best thing about a freshman,
they become a sophomore,
and then they become a
junior,
and then they become a
senior.
There you go. And they have a what kind of night?
A senior night. But the freshmen getting reps on senior night. Hollingshead hauls that in. Hey, here he goes again. Maybe he'll get that first down. He'll be about a yard shy. Evan Kitchen with the run there. How about it?
Big game.
Good run, good run.
Brought down by 5 and 6.
Tiger, another senior we have to talk about. We talked about Ryan Bernard, who's going to go play college football at the next level. Another athlete on this team who's going to go play college. Megan Geddes has been a historic player here for Lakeshore, the first starting female football player in St. Tammany Parish history. She's been the starting kicker for Lakeshore for 3 years, a prolific scorer for extra points and field goals for Lakeshore, and she's going to go play college soccer at the next level. She hasn't decided yet. I mean, she's an extremely talented player, so she's going to have options. But just a tremendous
and she's got
player.
a whole other season ahead of her.
Yeah, this is her senior year. Yeah, soccer season. Yeah.
Yeah.
But tremendous player, can take over games, and I'm looking forward to calling her girls soccer matches this year. And we're going to step away, a timeout on the field. 2:29 to go here in the game. Lakeshore leading 50-10. Oh, that one discombobulated and on the ground and recovered by Trey Turnage. So a turnover by Pearl River.
Lakeshore, bad snap. When you put the youngsters in, anything can happen. It can be a crazy time. That's all I can say.
Man, the stadium is rocking here on senior night. Literally, we're in the press box, like swaying.
And I haven't even put a dance move on yet, so.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Yeah. Amen to that. Well, I can't because I have plantar fasciitis.
That's right. Yeah.
So there you go.
Another freshman in at the bottom of your screen. Micah Nebeker in. And on the run, a flag coming out late. So Lakeshore, as we mentioned them, Lakeshore getting a lot of their younger guys in. I think that flag is going to be on the Titans as they mark this one off. I think Pearl River's letting the clock run down. Right. Wadsworth calling for it, handoff to Baton, straight ahead, and a host of Titans in on that tackle. Braden Blue, along with Mitchell Pataglia.
And Nebeker.
And Nebeker.
72, Braden Blue.
Under a minute to go here in the game. Pearl River will just take their time and run a couple of plays here. Calling for it, Wadsworth, give goes to Baton, left side. He'll be brought down.
Brought down
host
by
Titans.
number
Nebeker in on the tackle, along with Prinzo, another freshman.
Young Micah Nebeker having some success here defensively for the Titans late in this game.
Yeah, great to see the young guys getting in and having success here on this Week 9 district matchup.
We're going to shake it up and go to the house.
And Lakeshore wins it 50-10. They'll play Salmon next week for the district championship. And let's send our thank yous to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Frank Jabbia, Director of Broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, cameraman, editor, coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams, sideline cameraman, Rhett Sharp, color analyst, Coach Tiger Edwards. So from the Titan Coliseum, where the Lakeshore Titans defeat Pearl River 50-10, my name is Grant Yenny. Good night.